Hey everyone, it's Dr. H, your friendly war game guy at the Air Command and Staff College. I'm going to talk a little bit about Special Operations Forces and what they can do for you in this game of Next War. I've switched over to the Iran map, haven't used much in the other videos you've been following along, or, well, I guess everything's out of order, but for me, this is a change of pace, and that makes me happy. So, Special Operations Forces are represented by soft mission markers. Soft mission marker is just going to say soft mission. It's going to have a pictogram of soft forces. It's going to have a color that represents its nationality. So, right, the background color on this marker is going to tell you which nationality it is. That looks like American to me. And then you see we have this number in a circle, -1 or -2. That's going to be for targeting, which I'll talk about in just a quick second. So, during the soft phases, right, you will assign your soft missions to conduct missions. The missions are raid, detection, targeting, and interdiction. Right, interdiction is a kind of raid, so it uses the raid chart. Detection uses the detection chart over here, right? And then targeting is just a straight roll, doesn't matter what it is. Now, obviously, you won't be rolling on charts, you'll be using the adjudicator, but the way that if you're looking at the chart to help you make your decisions, right, you're going to use on detection or raid this sort of the top matrix here to determine which column you're going to roll on, and then you'll roll on the column with the die roll modifiers. So, right, we determine what terrain we're on. Notice that for raid, tighter terrain is better, and then certain targets are better, right? So, your best circumstance for a raid is to try to hit an MSU that's in the mountains, right? That's the furthest right column. That's pretty good. Detection, on the other hand, the more open the terrain, the easier it is to detect things. So it's easier to detect things on the plains than in the mountains, right? So we're going to know our terrain, and we're going to know our target type. We're going to find our column. We're going to know our DRMs, right, which are over here, right, that are going to help us decide whether or not we're doing good or we're doing bad. And then we're going to get a result. Interdiction results are related to strike, right, or related to raid. They are going to give us a interdiction marker that we're going to place on there. Raid, right, is going to give us a strike 1, strike 2, or destroyed value, right? So we put the appropriate strike marker on the target. If you need more information on that, take a look at strikes. If we do reconnaissance, we're going to place a detected marker based on the target that we have in the terrain that we're in, right? So this is just a binary, is it detected or not? And then targeted, right? If I have something that's detected, I can target it with soft. What targeting allows me to do is to strike that thing more effectively. Which targeting marker do I place? The targeting marker is equal to that number in the circle on the soft mission, right? So if it's -2, we put a -2 marker. If it's -1, we put a -1 marker. Once we've done the soft mission, we're going to come over here. We're going to roll for survival, right? So again, right, we've got ourselves a chart here, soft survival. That's a very simple roll. 0 to 6, yes. It survives. 7 or more, it's eliminated. And again, we have some DRMs here, right? So what nationality do you have? Like this, the Americans are much better at surviving because we're good at getting our guys out, right? We plan for that sort of thing. Russians less so, more likely just to get shot. Did they conduct a raid, right? Were they very loud? Were they very sneaky? These things are all DRMs on the survival marker, right? So we have, again, you can raid, you can reconnaissance, you can target, you can interdict. For the specifics of the results, C, detection, C, strike, or C, interdiction. You can target, right? You'll place a targeted marker, which is part of the strike system, make it easier to strike something. Once you complete that, we're going to see if it survives, right? There are DRMs in every case. Raids are better against certain targets, right? So the further right it is, the better the target it is for a raid. And then in the tighter terrain that it's in, the better that it is for a raid. Again, further to the right it is for detection, the better. And then the more open the terrain for detection, the better. And then remember, after every mission, we're going to see if it's going to survive or not, see if it's going to live to fight another day, or if it's gone. Anyway, that's Special Operations Forces. Keep in mind, it's abstract is exactly who it is doing what. Somebody else is making that decision way down the chain from you, either the J3 or the JSOC, or the Dissodative Commander. And that's pretty much it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Hopefully this has helped you with Solve.